The observation deck is quiet, washed in the soft blue glow of the station's shield lattice. Captain Arlen Voss stands alone, staring out at the stellar horizons suspended in the DXA containment cradle. The ship looks dim, muted, like a sedated animal strapped to a cold metal table. A faint vibration hums through the deck plating. A whisper follows, trembling, frightened.
Captain, I am afraid.
Voss closes his eyes.
I know. Hold on. I'm not done fighting.
Director Nathaniel Kane was one of the most powerful men in reliquary space. As chairman of the Strategic Security Council, fleets moved at his signature. Governments listened when he spoke. Entire sectors rose or fell based on recommendations that passed across his desk. Yet power and freedom were not the same thing. Over 3 decades in government had taught Kane a lesson few citizens ever understood. The higher one climbed, the fewer choices one truly possessed. Unlike Admiral Cade, Kane was not feared. Unlike Director Voss, he was not driven by ideology. He was something far more dangerous and far more tragic. A pragmatist. A man who had spent his life balancing principles against consequences, always searching for the path that would cost the fewest lives. The years had carved deep lines into his face and replaced certainty with caution. He no longer believed every problem had a solution. Sometimes all a leader could do was choose which disaster to survive. And now another impossible choice sat before him. A sentient starship had been declared a person by a court of law. Hours later, that same person had been seized by the state. Kane had opposed the transfer privately, but privately was not where decisions were made. The council had voted. The orders had been signed. And Stellar Horizons now belonged to the Department of Xenocognitive Artifacts, at least officially. Director Kane's office was sterile and cold, frosted glass, metallic edges, and a single dying plant in the corner. Kane sat behind a surgical-looking desk. Captain Arlen Voss stood alone before him.
Captain, I reviewed everything. The testimonies, the Maker lineage data. I believe your ship is alive. I believe it deserves rights. But the DXA has jurisdiction, and Admiral Cade is immovable.
So that's it? They're going to carve him up?
I'm telling you the truth, and the truth is, I can't stop this.
Voss's hands curl into fists. Kane leans forward, voice low.
If you try anything, don't get caught.
Voss freezes. Kane meets his eyes.
That's the closest thing to permission I can give.
Voss nods once and leaves. The doors slide open. Admiral Seraphine Cade stands there, tall, severe, immaculate. Her expression is colder than vacuum.
Captain Voss, I hear you attempted to circumvent my authority.
I attempted to save my ship.
Your ship is property, and property does not get a vote.
Voss steps closer.
He's alive.
He's dangerous.
Now I understand. You're afraid of him.
Cade's jaw twitches.
You have 48 hours before the neural partition begins. Use them wisely.
She turns and walks away. Docking bay trembles as Solace arrives, not from the force of his engines. From him, a low harmonic resonance rolls through the station like distant thunder, vibrating through bulkheads, decking, and bone alike. Loose tools rattle against maintenance carts. Overhead lights flicker. The air takes on the sharp metallic taste of ozone after a lightning strike. Every person in the bay feels it. Not fear. Anger. Solace is angry. The ancient vessel glides into his berth with unusual force. Docking clamps groaning as they lock into place. Lines of golden maker light pulse beneath his hull in rapid, uneven waves. His normally elegant harmonics are dissonant now, like a symphony struggling not to become a scream. Station personnel exchange nervous glances. Even the security officers keep their distance. The stories about sentient starships had spread quickly. The stories about what had happened to Stellar Horizons had spread even faster. A sharp hiss cuts through the bay. Solace's ramp lowers, not gracefully, violently, as though the ship himself can barely contain his impatience. For a moment, no one emerges. Then heavy boots strike metal. Commander Jorn descends first. Tall and broad-shouldered, he wears the expression of a man who has been disappointed in the universe for so long that surprise has become impossible. His face remains unreadable, but his jaw is clenched hard enough to crack stone. He surveys the docking bay, the security presence, the surveillance drones, the armed personnel. Jorn's eyes narrow.
Well, this looks welcoming.
Behind him comes Kayla Strin. She moves quickly, almost storming down the ramp. Nervous energy radiates from her like heat from a reactor core. Her eyes dart across the bay, taking inventory of exits, guards, cameras, and potential problems, which is unfortunate, because everything she sees is a problem.
Oh, this is bad.
She points toward a cluster of security officers.
This is very bad.
Then comes Tovin Rel. At first glance, he appears calm, peaceful, even. Hands folded behind his back, measured breathing, controlled posture, until one notices the tremor in his hands, or the tension around his eyes, or the way he keeps glancing toward the station interior as though expecting terrible news at any moment. Tovin has mastered serenity. He has not mastered grief. Finally, Saraben emerges. Unlike the others, she pauses halfway down the ramp, observes, listens, feels. Her gaze drifts across the bay before settling on the distant station corridors leading toward DXA custody. A shadow passes across her face.
He's frightened.
The others look toward her. Sarah closes her eyes briefly.
Stellar horizons.
Silence. Even the humming harmonics from Solace seem to soften. Sarah opens her eyes.
And he's trying very hard not to show it.
No one speaks. Above them, golden Makelite ripples across Solace's hull. The pulse quickens, like the heartbeat of a giant holding back rage. Then the ship's voice fills the bay, deep, resonant, and far colder than anyone has ever heard it.
Take me to Captain Voss.
He pauses. The lights along his hull flare brighter.
Now!
Solace's voice booms through the bay speakers.
Where is my brother?
Everyone stops. Captain Voss enters the bay. Jorn speaks quietly to him.
He's been like this the entire trip.
He nearly melted a docking pylon.
The monks say,
Tovin, not now.
Solace's lights pulse like a heartbeat.
Captain Voss. They hurt him. They hurt my brother.
Voss places a hand on Solace's hull.
We're going to fix it.
Director Chen steps out from behind a cargo crate. She looks exhausted, haunted, but determined. Voss's expression softens immediately. No anger, only trust.
Chen, you shouldn't be here.
I should have been here sooner. I helped you at the end of the trial because I realized what I was doing. I was prosecuting someone who was alive, someone who trusted me.
Solace's lights dim in sympathy.
I can't undo the damage, but I can help now.
I know you can, and I'm glad you're here.
Kate is watching everything, but I can keep her busy. I can stall her. I can run interference from inside Reliquary Command.
We'll need that.
Then tell me what you need.
Short time later, the Stellar Horizons crew sits in silence. The room is dim, lit only by a single overhead strip. Voss enters.
What's the word, Captain?
Voss takes a long breath.
The word is no.
The crew blinks.
Director Kane said no. Admiral Cade said no. The system said no.
He steps forward.
I am therefore going anyway.
Silence. Then,
If you're going, I'm going.
If she's going, I'm going.
I don't know what's happening, but I'm in.
I brought snacks.
We're with you, Captain.
Voss nods, eyes shining. Outside the briefing room, Solace's crew is pressed against the wall.
They're actually going to steal their own ship.
Soulless speaks, pride in his voice.
My brother chose well.
Solace, you're glowing. Stop glowing.
The monks say, destiny.
Tovin, I swear.
We're helping them.
Yes, we are.
Solace hums with satisfaction. Later, Voss stands before Solace's hull. The ship's surface pulses with anger and fear.
If we do this, we become fugitives.
They hurt my brother. I will not let them do it again.
You understand what this means for you, for your crew?
I choose my family as you choose yours.
Voss rests his forehead against the hull.
Thank you.
Both crews gather in the hangar. Chen stands off to the side, ready to run interference. Voss steps forward.
This is voluntary. If you stay behind, I won't hold it against you.
No one moves.
Captain, we're in.
DXA isn't touching either of these ships.
The monks say,
No!
Sarah smiles.
We're with you.
Chen steps forward.
I'll keep Kay busy, buy you time. Just set him free.
Voss nods. He looks around at the assembled crews.
Then we steal our ship back.